Start your day the joyful way. It's your weekday morning talk show inviting you to start your day with a triple shot of good vibes. And now here's your host, the queen of joy herself, Jessica Dugas.
It's hump day. Happy hump day, everybody. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday, right? It's Wednesday. And I know that because today is February 9th, 2022, and the 9th sticks out. Something's happening tonight. Yes. Divine DNA is coming back for season 2 tonight with Donnell and Angelique Jackson. We are so excited about that here on the Breakthrough Show Network. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas. If you are new to me, hello and welcome and good morning. And this is the show where you can choose to start your day with a triple shot of good vibes if you would like to. Okay, that's what choosing is about. I have lots to share with you this morning. I want to do a little rundown of our premiere of My Way last night, which was fabulous. Michelle Risa dropped so many tips and golden nuggets and all of the things that I literally have to go back and watch the entire episode to write everything down. And I'm going to make little notes and put out some graphics and good stuff like that. So a special thank you to Michelle Risa last night for being an unreal premiere episode guest. It was fantastic. And it just really set the stage for what's to come. I have lots to share about that. So we're going to talk about that coming up. We have a great segment for Black History Month this morning. Really excited to jump into that with you today. And I was getting really excited because we actually mentioned this during the show last night. Unless something is right in front of our face, how should we be expected to know it? And so choosing to have this Black History Month segment on the show has shown me that I know shit. I know nothing about nothing. And it's been a great learning opportunity for me. And it's been an honor and a privilege to be able to have this segment on the show to not just educate myself, but hopefully educate some of you as well. Because it's really important. That's the thing that I'm learning, is that it's up to us. We can't be expected to know something if it's not in front of our face. So I'm choosing to put it in front of our faces every morning during the month of February. So it's my pleasure to be able to do that. And so I'm getting excited because I'm learning all these things and I wanted to share more. And I'm like, listen, Jessica, you've got the rest of the month to do it. You don't have to share everything every day. So I've got notes now. I'm being smart about it. I'm writing down notes. I'm not just running in here and introducing people the way I do Mr. Jackson. And so I'm making notes now and I have things to talk about. I'm very excited about what's to come because I'm doing my research. I'm learning. I'm feeling good about that and good about creating this space for that as well. And I would welcome anybody who wants to come on the show during that segment that we do every morning and share what they know as well, because I'm here. I'm open to learn. I'm excited to learn about some new things. And special thanks to Elaine for giving me the information about Miss Angelou on the quarter yesterday. I appreciate that because wouldn't have known. If it's not in front of my face, how do we know? So I'm glad when things are brought to my attention. So what else do I have for you this morning? We're going to do birthdays. I am not prepared for the birthdays this morning. I'm going to be working on that as we are sitting here. You see what I do to myself. And I'm trying to get used to where we are at. You guys notice things look a little different. If you tuned into My Way last night, you would have seen things looked a little different last night as well. My office is all changed around again. You guys are getting like a merry-go-round here. So what happened was, I had my office set up on the other side of the room. I had my nice curtain with my what do you call them, fairy lights and everything, and then decided to move my stuff over here because I have these huge, beautiful windows in my office. That's why I'm always looking angelic when the sun comes up here. And so I tree for the musical evening of giving in front of these windows, and I moved my desk over there. Well, now I have shared with you guys that my husband is going to be starting to work from home as of this Friday, and he started receiving all of his equipment and stuff yesterday to be working from home. So I said, well, what are we going to do? How are we going to move things around here? And so I decided to come over here. All of my stuff is set up here anyway. I actually have this this is so me behind me. Other than like it being like plain white, I would work on the color a little bit eventually here, but there's so many things behind here that are me that it works out really well. And I wanted to be able to see my husband's beautiful face when he's working, because we are sharing an office now. And so he is directly in front of me where the fairy lights, where I used to be. And so we've got all set up in here. We're working on it. We still have a little bit to do. And Miss Bun Bun has been moved back to her original place over here by the windows because she enjoys Miss Stuffle Snuffles, which you will see during Fuzzy Friday, Furry Friday. What are we calling it? I don't know. Fantastic Furry Friday. You get to see the bunny on Friday is what I'm trying to say. And our Lionhead bunny, and she loves to look out the window at the squirrels and the birds and everything else, because there's a big bird feeder right outside this window here. So we had moved her over to the other side of the room, and she had a smaller area. She was not happy that she's a free roam bunny. And so when we put her in a smaller area, it's not a good situation for her or anybody else, because she gets grumpy. She doesn't like it. She likes to be able to do her little zoomies and run around and all of that. So we have her back by the window in her huge space where she can run and everything else when she can't be running around while we're on live. But we had to move her during the Christmas time because we didn't want her to chew the tree. You see, because fires are not something that you want at Christmas time. So she's back over here. She's happy. She has been going in her little, she has a little furry thing that she goes into to stay warm. It is the cutest thing. And she's been playing with her toys and I can tell she's been playing and partying all night long because her toys are all over the place in here. Did you know that bunnies play with toys? This is an educational show, people. Listen, I would invite you. There is a link in the comments for you to click on if you would like to join me live for next segment. All you have to do is head over to click that link or head to projectjoypodcast.com and click the join live button to share a moment of joy or gratitude live on air with us today. This show is about you, people. This is about you being the star. You are the star. All right. And we're very excited to have you a part of the show when you choose to come on here as well. So I invite you to do that. I've got those segments coming up for you like we talked about. And of course, I would love for you to take to the comments this morning, say hello, say where you're joining from. And if you're not going to join me live on air, share with us what's bringing you joy today. We have Miss Brittany in the comments. She says, good morning. Happy hump day. Complete with the camel emoji. You can't just come in here and say happy hump day by itself. You got to put the camel. That's what you got to do. Mr. Jackson is here this morning. I know him, and I know that we're going to see his beautiful smiling face with his gorgeous, fabulous, amazing, talented wife, Angelique, this evening at 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern. But more about that coming up in a little bit as well. If you are joining us live right now, say good morning. If you're joining us in the replay, say good morning. Let us know where you're joining from, what's bringing you joy. We're going to take a quick break and be right back after this with some Black History Month. What else do we have going on? Oh, I've got a recap from My Way last night, and we'll be doing birthdays coming up as well. So stay tuned, guys. We'll be right back after this.
Breakthroughs are about more than you might think. They're about discovering who you are, digging deep, reaching to the core of your soul. They're about healing yourself, understanding your beliefs, creating a ripple effect. And it's not just those initial moments that matter. It's about using them to bring more joy into our own lives and the lives of others. It's about having fun, letting loose, enjoying every moment life has to offer. It's about finding a safe space. It's about creating connection. Join us each and every month for exclusive programming, where we invite you to go beyond the breakthrough. So we ask you, are you ready? We'll see you online at thebreakthroughshow.com.
Welcome back to Project Joy Live. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and it is a beautiful Wednesday. It is still a cold Wednesday here in Alabama. Still cold for no good reason. No good reason at all, because I'm not getting snow. And it upsets me. It's 32 in Iceland this morning. Listen, see how prepared I am? I am so prepared now that I've updated my weather app. And I know where all our friends are around the world. All right. It is 40 degrees. And this is all in Fahrenheit, people, because that's all I speak. I do not speak Celsius. It is too much for me to try to translate that in my brain. So we're going with Fahrenheit. It is 40 degrees in Kilmarnock. That's where our friend Kat is over in Scotland. It is 32 degrees, just at that freezing point in Ireland. It is 77, so we can continue to be jealous of our friends over in Nairobi, Kenya. 33 degrees in Toronto this morning, 28 degrees in my hometown of Groton, Connecticut, 30 degrees in the center of Florence, but it is warm where I am today because it is 32 degrees on my side of Florence, Alabama. Let me know where you are in the world and what is the temperature where you are at. We're going to continue to act like the weather people here on the show, because we have to keep people informed. You got to know whether you have to wear your long johns when you go outside. Do some of you even, I am sure I don't own long johns anymore since I moved down south. I don't own the long johns. Do you guys own long johns? Let me know if that's even a thing anymore. But we used to, my parents, my grandparents were like, you don't go out in that cold weather, the cold air, the snow without your long johns on underneath your clothes. So now I think we just layer things. I'm not sure. Do they even sell long johns anymore? I need to know these things. Need to know what's going on with that this morning. Everybody's saying good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning out in the audience this morning. Good morning to you guys. Good to see you here today. And good morning to all of you who are watching in your work environment and no one knows, because maybe you're hiding under your desk or in the bathroom or whatever. Good morning to you too. I love you so much. And I know that that's why you're not commenting, because you will get in trouble, and I don't want that for you. Okay, so let's talk about My Way last night. It was fantastic. For those of you guys that don't know, My Way is a brand new show here on the Breakthrough Show Network. Oh, and I have news for you guys this morning too. Okay, squirrel. That will be coming up a little bit later. Okay, so My Way is a brand new show here on the Breakthrough Show Network every other Tuesday at 5:05 p.m. Central Time. It is a show with conversations with entrepreneurs who are doing business outside the box, doing things a little bit differently than maybe that they're quote unquote supposed to do them. And people say, you can't do business like that. And they say, watch me, and they do it. And so I'm very excited. We have quite the lineup. Quite the lineup of amazing people that are going to be on My Way, and I'm very excited about that. We had Michelle Risa last night, who has been in corporate a lot of her life, and she is doing some coaching now, and she hosts these events called Healing Conversations, and she invited all of you guys. I need to see if I have the link here. I don't have the link on here. Okay. I'm going to find the link for you guys, and I'm going to post it down below in case you missed it last night. It's free to join, so why wouldn't you go? I don't know. But it's coming up. The next Healing Conversation is coming up on this February 16th at 1 p.m. Eastern time. And what she does what she does is she facilitates people having healing conversations, of being able to sit down and listen. And listen, she told about an instance last night where they had 20 people. 20 people. That's a lot of people to expect to agree on something, but that's part of it right there. We're not expected to agree. Come in and talk about vaccines, and to hear each other's perspectives, and they all are still alive. Okay, so it is possible. It is possible. And she gave some tips. One of the things that you need to do is you need to come in and have the expectation that you are just going to listen, that you are going to work on your own things that come up when you are feeling triggered, etc. And know that it's not everything is about you and not everything is about them. So she really gave some great tips about coming together and all of that good stuff when you're trying to have conversations. And she also talked about what she has been through on her cancer journey, and how that has changed her outlook on life, on business, on everything in her life. And she talked about how she learned that everything has both. Everything is both can be a challenge and a blessing at the same time. And the reason I loved this message that she shared with us last night is because that is what we talk about on Project Joy all the time. People come in to this show and they get their feelings hurt. And they're like, but I don't want to feel joy. I don't, if I lose my job, that's not joyful. If somebody dies, that's not joyful. Well, that's up to you. It's not. And she said herself, it's a muscle that needs to be worked. It's not something that's going to be just handed to you on a silver platter every instance that you go through of saying, here's the joy, go experience it. That's not what it's about. And we have to choose to work that muscle. We have to choose to find the joy. And so she talked a lot about that last night, about how she believes everything has both. Everything has a challenging aspect and a blessing. And it's your job, if you choose to accept that job, to find both, partake in both. And it's the same message that we share here on Project Joy. She talked about the great resignation that we have been experiencing ever since the start of the pandemic, and how you've got people who are unhappy about their jobs and are choosing to leave, choosing to completely pivot. My husband was one of those people, completely has changed careers now. And it's something that we've been seeing all over. So I loved that she talked about that, because we've experienced it in our household as well. And also talked about how business leaders, CEOs, are seeing things differently as well, and maybe some of them should be, of going, we need to pivot a little bit. We need to maybe do things differently in our business and all of that. So at any rate, there was a lot of great conversation. She talked about tips for employees if they're in that unhappy space in their job, and talked about really, it is what it is, guys. You're not going to get this truth everywhere, but the truth of it is, what we share here on the Breakthrough Show Network, no matter the show you're watching, is about, you got to come back to home, come back and work on yourself. If you are truly unhappy wherever you are in your life, it does come back to you, because ultimately it's up to you to choose how to respond to different things, how to process what your next move's going to be, all of that. So it seems redundant, like we keep talking about this. You got to work on yourself. You got to love yourself, but it's true. You can't do anything else 100%. You can't be happy in your life if you're not making the choices that you want to. And you can't make big changes in your life by still doing the same things the way you've always done them. Right. There's a saying, and I tried to say the saying last night and I couldn't think of it either. So I'm not going to try again this morning. Anne Marie is here this morning. Good morning, Anne Marie. It's beautiful to see you here today. And she said, yin yang. Yes. Yes, both sides. The both at the same time. Experiencing all the things. We also ended the show last night by listening to a gorgeous rendition of the song My Way, because as I explain the show to people, I'm like, you hear Frank Sinatra singing in your head the song My Way. And that is sort of the unofficial theme song of the show. Obviously, am not paying to license that baby, but anybody, if you people are watching that are in charge of that song, I'm here for a donation. You could happily give me the song, and I will gladly make it the official theme song. And so we listened at the end of the show to a wonderful rendition of that song, and it was so perfect because even in that I learned a little bit about that song. Everybody knows that song from Frank Sinatra. But then one of the people in Michelle's community had shared with her that Paul Anka actually wrote the song. And then I dug a little deeper and found out that the song was actually a French song. Paul Anka was not the one that came up with it. And so Paul Anka had gone to France. Listen, Brittany's still out there singing from last night. She's been singing. Brittany's been singing since last night. Anne's been singing since last night. Everybody had such a good time singing in the comments. But Paul Anka had gone to France and had fell in love with the melody, came back, rewrote the lyrics, and nobody wanted this song. So the entire journey that this song took tied in so beautifully to what we're talking about on the show, because no one wanted anything to do with this song, but people tweaked it along the way. The guy in France tweaked it originally and he did it his way. And then Paul Anka tweaked it and did it his way. And he gave it to Frank Sinatra. And obviously we know Frank did it his way. So, and then it became the huge song that it is. And so we listened to this compilation, and in the compilation of, people that came together to sing this song, you had an opera singer, you had a rock singer, you had a real jazzy blues singer, and it was all of these different types of voices literally singing the song their way. And so it was a beautiful end to the episode last night. But see, Brittany loves the song. We were all singing, and I could see, I can see somebody in the background right now who I'm going to bring on the screen in just a moment. But I can see in the background, and me and Michelle were both singing and singing the song last night. And so it was a great episode. I want to thank everybody for tuning in last night, because I couldn't have pictured the premiere to go any better of My Way. And I'm super excited to be back in 2 weeks with another guest, Lauren, who's going to be amazing. And she's Canadian. And speaking of Canadians, I know some people up there, and one of them is my friend Shiraz. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Would you like some morning song?
Okay, a morning song. I'm staying for a spell in this hotel, deep in the heart of Texas.
Yeah. So you're in Texas. I forgot about that. You're on my time zone.
Am I? No, I'm not.
You're not?
What time is it there?
7:30.
Oh, it is. Yeah, I'm in the same time zone. Okay.
See?
Yeah.
It's early.
It's early. Yes. We start at 8:30 today, and we go to 10. Tomorrow it's 8 to 11. It's a crazy schedule.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Very nice. It's exciting. Tell us what the hell you're doing there in Texas.
I am at a speaker retreat, trying to get my lighting a little better, to improve how I speak on stage, because I want to get better at everything I do. So
very good. And
I'm also here to pick up peanut butter Captain Crunch, because it's not available in Canada and you can only get it in the United States. So hold on. So
he's bringing home a case, ladies and gentlemen.
So I mean, the Americans know what this looks like, but I'm at a really fancy hotel, and this is going to be my breakfast, because I can't have it in Canada.
Oh my God, that's so funny. But there's things that you guys have up there that we don't have here either. And so my husband is always, anytime his sister comes to visit, he's always like harassing her to fill up an entire suitcase of Canadian things for him.
Yeah, but how do you package free healthcare and then bring it down to the States? It's really tough.
You can't do that. Sorry. Miss Brittany saying, hey, Shiraz, good morning. Good morning.
Hey, Brittany.
And yeah, so let's go back to basics here. What's bringing you joy this morning other than your peanut butter Captain Crunch?
Well, that's a really big source of joy for me right now. It's so yummy. I'm enjoy because it's warm here. It was I'm trying to do the Fahrenheit. It was -10 when I left Canada, and it's supposed to be 80 degrees today. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to stay here for a little while at least. This is good.
Yeah, we were sharing. I didn't talk about Texas, but when we were talking about the weather this morning, Fahrenheit, it is 34 in Toronto right now.
Is it? Okay, it's warmed up.
It is 34 in Toronto, yet it is 32 at my house.
Ugh.
What the hell?
Yeah. 34 in Toronto in February is balmy. People are like, "Oh, it's t-shirt weather, man. This is good." It's above freezing.
Anne's like, "Are you thawing out, Shiraz?"
Walking outside with just a t-shirt is just amazing. And I've already meeting the people at this event, and they're all really cool, friendly. So I'm going to have a fun time. We've got karaoke coming up, and we did vision boards yesterday, and there's all sorts of fun and games along with the stuff we're doing. So it's going to be a good week. It's going to be a very joyous week.
It sounds joyous. And you want to know the irony of all of this. So I got off of my way last night and I went to go relax for a little bit. And one of our Breakthrough alumni, Jamad Kelly, also known as Jojo Emmanuel, he was doing some readings and stuff, some energy readings live last night. And he was sharing about how he thinks that I need to be doing more speaking. And this is why it's funny. I asked him, I said, if I hosted something, will you come speak? And he says, yes. And I said, after you speak, we'll go do karaoke. And now you're literally talking about being at a speaking conference and going to karaoke. I've apparently predicted.
That's what you do.
Is this like a thing? Can you people please chime in and let me know if you've ever been to something where there's speakers, if karaoke is just what you do after?
Yes, yes, it is. Because when I was in tech, we would have conferences and people would be speaking all day. And then afterwards, we would go out, and there's in Toronto anyways, there's a karaoke section in town, Little Korea, where they have karaoke that it starts at 10 p.m. and it runs to 6 a.m. which I think is crazy hours, but it's packed all the time. You get your own little booth and everyone's just partying and drinking in their booth and singing karaoke. And we would do that after every one of these concerts with all the speakers.
This has to happen. Do you understand? Okay. And it's going to be so much fun to do. Now we're going to have a party pooper in the bunch because Miss Heather doesn't do karaoke from what I hear. She's like, no.
Just straight out no.
And I'm like, listen, I think some people get so caught up that they have to be able to sing well for karaoke. That's not what karaoke is about.
You are so right. And this is the thing. They were talking about it yesterday, and they were saying, oh, and Karen sings really well, and Orly sings really well, and Janice is a singer. And by the way, I'm saying girls' names because there are like 40 girls and 4 guys at this thing right now. Yeah. So, and I'm sitting there going, but if they sing well, why are they coming? Karaoke is for us people that can't sing. Like isn't that the point of it? So we'll see how it goes.
See, that's what Anne Marie is saying. Never. I only sing in the shower or in my house.
Okay.
Well, Anne Marie, we're gonna challenge that when you come to visit.
Anne Marie, I sing in my house, in the middle of my street, my house. That's me.
Now I hear it. Now it's going to be stuck in my head. Damn it.
You're stuck. No, it's done. Right.
By the way, I'm living a lie today. I'm living a lie because the cup that I chose this morning is my birthday cup from last year. So it says 39 was so last year.
Okay.
40 was so last year. I'm living a lie today. Living a lie. And yes, she shared this. So when we had my birthday celebration last Friday on the show, Anne Marie popped on, and I was like, okay, are you guys going to sing the birthday? Because I do birthday song every day on the show. And I said, are you guys going to sing with me? And she's like, no, ma'am. Nope. I'm not doing it. I love it. Listen, I never thought that I say sing. Life's too short to not sing. Just sing.
Yeah, and Anne-Marie's like, I sing in the shower and in my house. Do you not sing in the car with the tunes? Like,
yes. What is your number? Okay, when no one's listening, Anne-Marie, what is that one song that you're like all in and you are the star of your show? Ooh. I need to know. Do you have one of those songs for us?
I think I have several of those songs. A lot of times, but here's the thing, because I sing and I have some favorite songs, but even though they're my favorite songs, I still don't have the lyrics memorized. So when I'm singing, I'm just making up all these extra lyrics that hopefully rhyme, and that's what I do. So,
do you know this song she's talking about? I don't know this song.
I do with my kids.
No, Clay. Look at the screen. Clay by Grace Vanderwall. Brand new song from Shiraz coming out soon. I do with my kids.
I didn't see the word.
I don't know that song, Clay.
Nope.
I feel like I should know that song. My oldest son is named Clay, unless he's going to get offended by that song. I don't know what it's about.
You should play it whenever he walks in the room.
I'm going to play it later. I'm writing it down right now. Clay. Okay. It's written down. Now I'm going to look at that and go, what about my son? I don't know what it's about. I should have wrote song next to it. I like my number one karaoke song that I do is A Criminal by Fiona Apple. That is my favorite karaoke song from 90s Shiraz.
I probably know it if I heard it, but I don't know it from the name. I know Fiona Apple and I know the word criminal, so, but I don't know them together.
I don't know my name by the same singer. Okay, now I got Grace Vanderwall.
She's a big Grace Vanderwall fan.
Apparently. I'm here to learn about new music today. I'm learning all kinds of things. So switching gears really quickly here. So it's Black History Month, and we've been doing a little segment for Black History every morning here on Project Joy Live. And I'm learning all these things. And I'm so glad I shared earlier, last night we mentioned about like, we can't expect ourselves to know things that we're not educated about or that are not in front of our face or we're not familiar with. And so I'm really thankful for everybody. I asked everybody, I said, send me all the stuff because I don't know. I don't live in that world. I don't know these things. And so I'm really learning a lot of different things. And so my question for you is, do you guys celebrate Black History Month in Canada? Is that a thing? Or how do you feel the education is with Black history in Canada?
There's no Black history in Canada.
There's no Black history in Canada?
There's barely any Native history in Canada. So yeah, Black history is not a thing. Although we do sort of celebrate Black History Month by default because we get all these American channels and they're all doing it. Like, oh, it's just, what's happening now? We're in it.
We just drag you right along.
That's pretty much what happens.
Do you feel like what's your feelings on that? Do you feel like that they should have a Black History Month, or that is it wrapped up in other things? Do you feel like it's focused on enough, like the different cultures there?
I think they should have a Black History Month, sort of. I think it shouldn't just be a month. I think all the history should be taught, from not just the Black history and not just the white history. There's all sorts of cultures, and there's some amazing things that happened in history around the world that people are just oblivious to. Right. And, every now and then you get this movie and they're like based on a true story for some place, some time in history. And you're like, this is a freaking amazing movie. Oh my God, what's going on? And there's all this intrigue and you keep thinking it's a movie and they've made this up, but then you realize, no, people actually did that to each other and they thought this way. And you're like, this is real. Like some of the most amazing movies I've seen are based on true stories.
Mm.
And in them you sit there go, really? He did what? Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I find it really challenging to watch some of the both documentaries and the historical fiction movies that are based on things that happened. I watched last week. I binge watched all 10 episodes of the Underground Railroad, and I thought initially going in to watch it that it was a historical account. It is based on fact, but it's based on a novel. And I'm going to share about that one day during our Black History segment. But it's by the novel's by Colson Whitehead, and he is a Black writer that was raised in Manhattan, and he's a really cool history of. But the book, The Underground Railroad, was a prize winner and went on to get all of these different awards. And the movie, it was so hard to watch, knowing that it was based on things that happened. It was I mean, they burnt someone to death. It was very graphic in a lot of the scenes. But it was also, I guess there's been a lot of criticism. I mean, what doesn't have criticism these days, I guess, but there has been a lot of criticism about it because they felt like people said it was too much leaning into like the fiction side of things, because the whole thing of the Underground Railroad was a metaphorical railroad. It was, they named the people that helped people along the way, the conductors and all of that. But in this movie, it kind of brought in a little science fiction a little bit. And there was an actual railroad, like there was a train that was built. So that part, people were like, oh my God. But the rest of it was I thought it was beautifully, shown on the screen. It was very dark in a lot of places, and the costumes were incredible, and the storyline I thought was great, but it's gotten a lot of criticism. But at any rate, it's hard for me to watch sometimes those things, and I imagine it is for a lot of people. Do you enjoy watching things like that, or is it challenging for you at times?
I don't find it challenging. I find it fascinating. But that's just the way my brain works. Because like I said, I'm like, people did that, or wow, and this happened. So even if it's horrible, I'm like, that's what people do, apparently. Right. So, okay.
Yeah.
But with the history, actually, I just had this memory of my being with my parents, and we had relatives coming over from South Africa. And apparently we were supposed to be raised as Muslim children, because that's what my dad told the family back home, but he didn't. He just raised us non-denominational. We would celebrate Christmas, and we didn't know why, and just because the other families did and stuff like that. So we had to get a crash course in being Muslim and the family history. And so he had this chart out with the whole family tree, and he was showing us and saying, this is who did this, and this is the adventure of this person. And he was giving us this little history lesson on our family. And so while he's doing it, I'm humming the theme song to Roots, right? Because we're going back to Africa and talking about all the stuff that happened on the journey over. And after a few minutes, my mom just says, shut up, stop that, you're being annoying. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. And then like 30 seconds later, she bursts out laughing. And we're looking at her going, what is going on with you? And she goes, I just realized what song you were humming. And she just got the joke. So.
I sometimes people tell stories on this show, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm not sure that happened. I always believe it happened with you. I always believe it. Well, listen, our Black History person today that we are looking at is Reverend Bill Lawson. So Reverend Bill Lawson is the pastor emeritus of Wheeler Avenue Baptist Church. Reverend Bill Lawson was a pioneer in the civil rights movement and helped to lead the battle to end segregation in Houston. Are you in Houston or Dallas, Shiraz, right now? Dallas, right?
Just outside Dallas.
Okay. So you're not in Houston. I was going to go somewhere with that, and I don't have to now. He helped to lead local sit-ins and marches to integrate the city. His philosophy in life is, I believe in bringing people to the table together. Even if we don't all agree, at least we're able to hear one another. Lawson hasn't slowed down when it comes to activism. In the summer of 2020, after George Floyd's murder, Lawson joined the march honoring Floyd in Houston. ABC 13 anchor Melanie Lawson said her father felt that it was important and insisted on attending the march in person, even at age 91. So we're celebrating Reverend Bill Lawson today in our Black History segment.
Yay, Reverend Bill.
Very good. Yes. And I've enjoyed looking up things too, because there's so many people that are still doing things now. We've talked about a lot of people that have passed on. We talked about Maya Angelou, Rosa Parks, lots of different people. And I was sharing yesterday on the show, Shiraz, that Maya Angelou is the first Black woman that's going to be on our quarter coming up this year.
Oh.
We have a whole segment or a whole, they've been doing all of these like themes with the quarters, and we had like national parks and all these different things. And then now we are having a series of women on quarters, and Maya Angelou is one.
Okay. Well,
very exciting. You guys don't do quarters and stuff up there. You have the loony and the toonie.
With the loony and the toonie.
Right? Yes.
Yes, we got the loony and the toonie. Yeah, the $5 bill is the smallest note we have now. I remember coming home after I was away 6 months, and I came home and they switched over to toonies while I was gone, and so I changed my money from Japanese to Canadian, and they give me this toonie. I'm like, what the hell is this? And they're like, you've been gone a while, haven't you? I'm like, yeah. And they said it's called the toonie. I'm like, are you serious?
Meanwhile, here we still have the pennies, the dimes, the nickels, the quarters. I think there's still 50-cent pieces.
We got rid of pennies. It was just.
I wish we'd get rid of pennies here. I mean, but we got to have them because everything's something 99.
Well, we still have prices that involve like 99 or 97, but we just round it and pay it. So now it's like a nickel for your thoughts. It's not quite the same. It's inflation.
Yeah, you got to completely change. That just hit me like a whole ton of bricks over here. You got to change the entire saying. You can't say a penny for your thoughts anymore because there's no such thing. You see what you people doing? You're ruining history.
There's gonna be this generation of kids that when you say a penny for your thoughts, they're like, "What? A what?"
I don't even know.
Let's put a cassette tape in. A what?
Go put it in the VCR. All right, listen. We have one more segment to do today. Okay. Would you like to stick around, Shiraz?
No, I'm gonna go eat my Captain Crunch, and then I got to get to class.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on the show this morning and sharing your joy and sharing your thoughts, and have a good time. Just keep in mind, people, we are not sponsored by Captain Crunch, but I will say this: Captain Crunch is accidentally vegan, so we enjoy Captain Crunch in this house as well. Right. It is. I bet you didn't know that. And so I am totally fine. Again, with the sponsorships this morning, I'm happy to be sponsored by whoever owns the song My Way, whoever owns Captain Crunch. Y'all just come on. We're here for it. Thanks, Shiraz. Have a good time in the Big D, Dallas.
I will. Bye.
All right, you guys, we're going to be right back after this. Stay tuned. welcome back to Project Joy Live. Please visit our friends over at Beviva Foods, bevivafoods.com. Use the code Breakthrough for 15% off your order. They got granola, they got chips, and you need that stuff coming up because Sunday is the Super Bowl. Okay, I mean Sunday's a concert. I don't know who's actually playing or anything like that. Let's talk about that, sir. We've got back on the show. All I'm going to say is it's Mr. Jackson from Divine DNA. Good morning.
Good morning.
Best behavior.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. You got your listen. Look at us all branded and shit today. I got the Breakthrough Show. You got Divine DNA on the shirt.
Yes, we're back. We're coming back. Coming back. Yes.
Tonight, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to talk relationships. We're going to talk health and wellness.
Yes, we're going to do that today. Yes. Health and wellness.
Because listen, people, if you're sitting there like, what the hell does that have to do with each other? If you are not healthy and well, how are you going to be in a relationship?
I mean, you got to deal with yourself before you can deal with others.
That's right.
You must. Shiraz left and he took the Captain Crunch with him.
Rude, right?
Gosh. Rude. I didn't even leave any. Jeez. Not like I can get it myself, but it was free. God.
See, Brittany knows I'm on my best behavior today.
Yes. She's doing
She said, and I'll be there, so you better be. Yes, Brittany is the star this evening.
Yes, she is not new to this. She is looking forward. I'm going to be there. That's what she telling everybody. You better be there because I'm going to be there. Wow.
That's it.
Okay.
She's telling you if you're not there, you know.
I mean, I have to be there.
Don't even watch. Oh, I love it. Well, I'm excited about the show tonight. You're all excited. Are you at the point now where the nerves are not a thing anymore?
You know what? Believe it or not, we go live. Sometimes we go live on TikTok, and it's like, oh, no problem. But just the first, I guess, right before the introduction is like, but then after that it's just gone. So I don't know how it feels today, but I'm ready. We're ready.
Yeah.
Ready to go.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Is Angelique ready? Is she's gonna be in hair and makeup all day, I'm sure.
Yeah, she's right now she is meditating. I want to say meditating. She's meditating right now. Her and the little one are in meditation right now. Yes, they're still asleep. So I got up, remembering. I'm like, oh God, the show. And I didn't set my alarm.
Subconscious meditation.
Yes, there it is. So I got up and I came downstairs, and then I still have some stuff to do, like clear off my desk, because for some reason my desk looks like it's been outside somewhere. It has everything. Yeah, it has everything on it.
I can relate to that. I have these. I'm gonna try to pick some up here. See these things all over my desk that were from when I was trying to make ornaments at Christmas time. And I cannot get it all up because it's all sticking to everything. It's like these like foam pieces or something, like they're everywhere.
Well, since we're sharing, I'm going to share too. I have what I think is a slinky. Okay.
Yeah, listen, where the hell is this? I have a slinky too.
Really? What the?
Listen, they moved things around on me yesterday. It was right here yesterday.
My daughter was making charms or chains or something. So I have this. I have this.
Oh yes.
Yeah. It's.
Anne Marie was asking, is it on YouTube? Yes, ma'am. It is on the Breakthrough Show Network. And if you're on the text messaging, so listen, you guys, if you go to text the word breakthrough to 256-685-7092, you get a notification of when Divine DNA is live, when Shiraz's show Rewriting Reality is live. And I wish Shiraz would have stayed on now because I have news. I have news this morning.
If he's listening, just bring the Captain Crunch back.
Yes, bring the Captain Crunch back, sir. The news is that on, let me get my notes here. Thursday, March 3rd, we have a brand new program coming to the Breakthrough Show Network.
Oh, wow. Wow.
That's all I can say.
March 3rd.
Yes. Look, and Brittany said, the mister got a cut. He's I knew you look different, sir.
I did, yes. Yes, I had
been taking a lot of that sea moss or something.
I have been ready, yes. I'm ready. I have to be.
Jason Lansing's here this morning. Good morning, Jason. It's good to see you as always. I have a question for you. Did you hear the show that I was talking to Shiraz about, the Underground Railroad? Did you hear me talking to Shiraz about that when he was on?
The Underground Railroad? I probably missed that part.
There's a series on Netflix. Not Netflix, sorry. Rewind. There's a series on Amazon Prime called The Underground Railroad, and it's based on the novel by Colson Whitehead.
Okay. I didn't hear that part. I probably was in transition of getting here.
Yeah. I didn't know if you guys had seen it. Have you watched that?
No.
It was very difficult to watch, as I'm sure you can imagine. I thought it was going to be based on just historical fact, but it is based on this novel, which is historical fiction. So there's things that are sort of based on history, but it's also a fantasy because the metaphor of the Underground Railroad, it was not an actual railroad, but in the movie it is an actual railroad. It is an actual train that was. So anyway, we're talking a little bit. I'm going to talk about Colson Whitehead coming up on one of the Black History segments because he's had a fascinating life. He's been an incredible author, went to Harvard, I think, and been a speaker, just doing amazing things. And so we're going to be talking about him coming up. But if you get a chance to watch the movie, I put my thing out there that it is what it is, but it's but I found it to be enjoyable. It was beautifully the cinematography, the costumes, and all of that. I think was very.
I know the wife definitely will probably want to watch it.
Yeah, it's on Amazon Prime. There are 10 parts. It's like a series. I watched them earlier in the week and did that. And I went to go look up if there was going to be another season, and they said they weren't sure. So I don't know.
It's one of the Amazon Prime. Is it one of the series that are? I guess it's a series. So therefore, if you have Amazon Prime, you can get it.
Yeah.
It's something you don't have to pay for or something like that.
Yeah, it's not on one of the special channels or anything. It's just on there. So yeah. But yeah, I'm going to be talking about that coming up because I enjoyed the story about it's a story about Miss Cora and what's the guy's name? I forget the guy's name, but you always finish something and you're like, you want to know what happens. You want to know what happens at the end. And so another episode or season or something like that. So we know what happens to Miss Cora because we follow her throughout all 10 episodes. So it's good. It's good. All right. So we're excited about the show tonight. We have to do birthdays today. I'll be honest with you. There was not a whole lot of birthdays of people that I knew who the hell they were. I'm just going to be honest with you. But one of my favorite people on the planet has a birthday today. And so we're going to talk about her as well. I'm very excited. Okay, so today, February 9th, birthdays are actor from Black Panther, Michael B. Jordan. Birthdays today. He was also in a million other things, but that's the movie that I wrote down to remind myself of who I'm talking about here.
Yeah, the show on Netflix that he produces, I think, too.
Is there really? I have to
Raising Dion.
Does he produce that? I didn't know that.
I think so. Yeah, I believe he does. And Danielle loves that show.
I'll have to go. I think I started watching that and it was too late at night. Listen, you know what happens to me at night. It's just
you're not allowed to watch anything late at night because you're not going to you're not going to pull credit deserves.
I can't do it. Okay. Who else do we have going on here? Tom Hiddleston, actor from the Avengers. I haven't seen that either.
Actor from the Avengers.
Even the people that I know who they are, I still haven't seen the movie today. I'm just trying. Wow. But I do know this one. Joe Pesci's birthday is today. We got to
I know Joe Pesci.
Yeah. Hilarious. You know, we got to see him in Home Alone. You know, was he was Marv, right? Yeah, Harry and Marv.
Joe Pesci he was a short one. I can tell you that much. He was short.
That's how we know.
That's how I know.
And one of my favorite, this is my literal, she is my dream person. She's at the top of my list to have on the show. If I ever, I always ask the musicians when they come on the show, who is the person you would like to duet with? This is my person, and it is the incomparable Miss Carole King. She is the most incredible songwriter and wrote fabulous songs for Aretha Franklin and just all of, she's so good. She's so good. So happy birthday. And I can't believe it. I think she's 81 today.
Wow. That's so hard.
I did not realize that. This is another moment for me of just going, because I've been listening to her my whole life. And I guess I still have her in my head. Do you remember when they, was it VH1 or MTV? I think it was VH1 that used to do the Divas Live performance. Do you remember that? And they used to raise money for music education.
I want to say VH. I want to say I remember what hearing it. I recognize what it is, and I want to say VH1.
I think it was VH1 Divas Live, and they did the one particular one that they had, I think it was Mariah Carey, Aretha Franklin, Celine Dion, Gloria Estefan, Shania Twain, and then they brought out Carole King. And they were all singing her song Natural Woman. And it was just this moment.
You said it was
Divas Live. Yeah, I think it was VH1. And they used to raise money for music education for this one concert. That's what they were doing. And in between the songs, like they would show like different things that music teachers were doing. And
it was VH1.
Yeah. I wish they would bring that back. That was one of my favorite things that they
So you can watch it on YouTube.
I'm going to go watch it later. I'm going to watch it. That's what I'm going to do later. It's my time. So yes, Miss Carole King, her birthday is today. And so my friend in my head, if you're watching, I love you so much and I would love to have you on the show. Thank you. Because I know somewhere she's watching.
Say a plug and request. I got you.
Over on my celebrity Facebook page, we have my friend Nancy Anderson's birthday is today, and Miss Sandy Brown Joyce birthday is today as well. So happy birthday, Nancy and Sandy. So there we go. Nancy, I'm writing it down. I was not prepared with my notes today. Sandy Brown Joyce. Listen, I was so focused on trying to be good today. I was just trying to not say anything. Be good today. All right.
He's trying to be good. Yeah.
I'm trying to not get off Santa's nice list in February. All right. All right.
Now you know if you came on late at night, it'd have been a wrap. You wouldn't be it would have been over.
That's it.
It would have been over.
I realized yesterday I had so much joy in the fact that my way is only twice a month, and Throwback Thursday is only once a month because I'm wiped in the evening. I just can't do it. I'm not even a whole human past 1 p.m. You understand?
Oh gosh.
All right. It's birthday time. Let's do our birthdays today so then we can
all
talk about our day.
Don't forget your water.
Did you see I'm living a lie today? Speaking of my water.
You living a what?
I'm living a lie, sir.
Why?
I chose my cup today. It says 39 was so. This was my birthday cup last year. It says 39 was so last year. I'm living a lie. I'm not ashamed.
So you living a lie.
I'm not ashamed. I am not ashamed.
39 in there somewhere. You're 39 somewhere.
I used to love that song, that gospel song. I am not ashamed of the gospel. Anyway.
Yep.
We're going to church here today.
Get that high quality H2O.
We got to sing Carole King. Where you lead, I will follow anywhere that you tell me to. If you need me to be with you, I will follow where you lead. What show is that from? Do you know what show that's from?
See, now you put me on the spot. No. Wait.
You don't know what show that?
No. I had to think about it. I had to try to think about it at least.
Gilmore Girls. It's the theme of Gilmore Girls. It's the theme to Gilmore Girls.
Gilmore Girls. Okay, I didn't watch that show. I watched Golden Girls, but not the Gilmore Girls. No.
I'm singing. I love some Carole King. Listen, I'm trying to tell you people. She has the song "Beautiful" and "Home." Oh my God, a tapestry. Okay, okay. Here we go. I gotta get my. Hold on. I don't have my paper.
Gotta drink your water. Gotta get your drum roll.
I got my drum roll ready. I got my water. I'm gonna try not to swallow that lemon seed.
Don't do the lemon seed.
We're not joking here today. Okay.
No, not today.
Here we go. Oh, that's not loud enough. Hold on a minute. I got to turn it up. Oh, stop it. Stop. Okay, we're not ready. Here we go.
Oh, drum roll.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Michael B. Jordan, Tom Hiddleston, Joe Pesci, Carole King, Nancy Anderson, and Sandy Brown-Jones. Happy birthday to you. Applause on point today.
Yes, that was a short list. I was like, wait, that's it?
That's all we got today because I don't know these other people.
I know you.
I forgot President Harrison, but I didn't know him either. I wasn't alive in 1841.
Yeah.
Even though my cup is a lie, I still was. I don't know the other people.
I still wasn't there.
There's someone who's a YouTube star whose name is Green Lego Cats. Who the hell is that? Happy birthday, though.
Yeah, happy birthday. Yeah.
Happy birthday. I don't know who you are, but happy birthday.
Yeah.
I don't know these people. I don't. Instagram star, YouTube star. What about me? Am I on this list?
A couple days ago, maybe.
There's a basketball. Do you know a basketball player named Jalen Green? Happy birthday, though.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Look, who are you? Avon Joe? I don't know. Happy birthday, though. Marco Hall, TikTok star. Happy birthday to you. I mean, I don't know who the hell you are, but happy. Nas Daily. Happy birthday. I don't know these people. I don't know. So that's why those are short today because I don't know.
Sorry, you make the list, but you have an honorable mention.
That's it. That's what I should do. I should do an honorable mention. Like, hey, who the hell are you? But happy birthday anyway. Honorable
mention, yes.
My kids would likely know half of them. I should have consulted them first. But they're not up this time of morning, so it is what it is. We are very excited because, again, thank you to everybody who tuned in to My Way last night. It was an incredible premiere.
I was at work.
Yes, Miss Angelique was holding it down for you. My glare on my computer.
Appreciate it. Yep.
She was holding it down for you. She was there and commenting, and she was taking notes. I was very proud of her last night.
Okay.
I'm trying to find my graphic here for you. I got nothing.
Can't do it.
Tonight, 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, only on the Breakthrough Show Network, you can watch Divine DNA with Donnell and Angelique to get a notification because you don't want to miss it, people. You don't want to come and go tomorrow.
Yeah.
And not know what you're talking about.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
I'm going to check them out too.
Yeah, you're gonna watch it. It might be a good one. You know, you might like them. I feel like you may have some in common. Text the word breakthrough to 256-685-7092 in the U.S., Canada, and Puerto Rico. And check out the episode this evening because it's going to be amazing. And Miss Brittany is the star.
Yes, she's going to be there. Oh, you see the other comment? See what she said?
I didn't yet. I'm going. Yeah. Y'all better be there, she said.
You heard her.
She's not playing around. She will hunt you down.
She listen. She come and get you. I have no control of that.
She only comes out at night.
I know, right?
She's a man eater. Okay. Anyway, I've lost control today. It is what it is.
Yeah, you have. It's just a little bit.
Be there or be square.
Yeah, you've lost a little control, which is all. It's okay.
Thank you for joining us today, sir.
Of course. Yeah, I'm getting. Like I said, I have to get my desk together. I only showed you snips. It's. Go ahead. I can't even talk about it.
We should do that one morning. We should do that. We should show what's on our desks.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it'll be fun because you guys are going to be like, "What in the hell? How do you even function?"
Yeah,
I don't know.
Look, what? Okay, I'm gonna show this one thing. I'm like wondering why is it here? Before you go, why is this here? Why is this here?
What is it?
Toilet paper.
Oh, well, I should say the same thing about. I have a bell on my desk. It's my little bell that was made in India. It's to clear the energy occasionally.
So
I have my favorite lipstick. I have my Aftershocks headphones.
Wow.
I have a big ass rock. Have my selenite tower. Oh, yeah.
This is when
you were a ballerina.
I don't tell everybody. I got this is an award. I did one twirl and I got an award for it. I don't just thank you. Thank you. One twirl, that's all I did, and I got an award. Thank you. Appreciate you. Yeah. One twirl, and that's the last twirl I did.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching or listening wherever you are in the world today. No, we do, Brittany. We do want to see what's on your desk. Please come on and make us feel better. Thank you so much.
Yes, come on.
I'm going to guess that Brittany has some nails. She probably has, I'm guessing maybe a crystal or something woo-woo because she's a Reiki practitioner and that's just what we do. See, my entire shelf up there has all crystals and stuff. So yeah, anyway, thank you guys. We are going to digress now. We appreciate you being here today. Good morning. Happy hump day. If you don't tune in tonight to Divine DNA, are you even living is the question. We will see you tonight. Yes. 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Thank you, Mr. Jackson, for being here this morning.
Thank you for having me, Shiraz. I'm looking for you with the Captain Crunch.
Yes, thank you, Shiraz, for being here this morning as well. Enjoy your time in the Big D Dallas.
Have fun. Be safe.
That's it. And we'll see you tomorrow for more Project Joy.
I'll see you tonight. Tonight.
And then tomorrow. You're just going to hang out here. Pitch a tent. Here we go. Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day.
You've been tuned in to Project Joy Live with Jessica Dugas, your weekday morning talk show inviting you to start your day with a triple shot of good vibes only on the Breakthrough Show Network. Binge all past episodes of Project Joy at projectjoypodcast.com. Until next time, help us spread the joy by sharing this episode, and we'll see you soon.
Hello to the Breakthrough Show. It's Shirley Ann.